Welcome to the Gardens on Green Street. This is our home, and right now, beginning of September, is a good time to go over things and see what you want for next year. So as you can see here, I'm between our two Coleus topiaries. These are very unique. They're made out of a 16-inch basket that is planted in the sides and in the top. The one thing that I do each year is look for the colors that I want to use the following season. I can see this year that I really like the one right here that has this orange in it. That's called Sunset Boulevard. I like the way this one looks with it. This is called Inferno. They work really well together. There is another one over here, right here. This is called Heartbreaker. And above it is another one that has a purple splash on it. I've got to decide, I think, whether I want to do them all mixed again like this, or do I want to pick like 2 or 3 colors and have them all more tone on tone. So that's things I'll make notes of this year so that when I'm planting next year, I'll know which way to go. Something else I always really love to work on too are the window boxes. Now those formulas do change every year as what I like, what colors we're doing, that type of thing. I will tell you that the big begonias, and that is what they're called, big, B-I-G, have been phenomenal. And they come in red, white, rose, and pink. And they have been blooming all summer long, no deadheading, no cleanup. They've just been great, so they are definitely a repeat. Now, as I look at this is Mini Vista Ultramarine Supertunia. It's a beautiful plant, and it would do great on the ground, but it just went straight down. It didn't climb up at all and mix in with the other plants. So as I'm putting down my list of things for next year, I would mark this as a don't use this in planters or window boxes because it's not going to perform like you want it to. And so that's the thing you need to be doing right now, is taking some pictures, making some lists so that when you go shopping next spring and everything is there in front of it, you don't get overwhelmed and that you can make the choices that'll make beautiful planters. And for those of you who are wondering what this beautiful plant is that's cascading down the side, this is a lime green Medusa sweet potato vine. I have not trimmed it at all. It started here this spring and that's all it's grown. You know, they can sometimes be invasive and take over. And next year they're coming out with it in the black. So that's something you want to be sure and look out for. Now, we have the planters on each side of the door, and I too try to make those so that they complement the window boxes. They don't have to exactly match, but they need to be in the same color family. But something I like to use in it is something that's a big focal point, and this year I used the Cleopatra Canna Lily. What's very unique about this is some of the leaves can be all green, some can be all burgundy, some can be burgundy and green together. The uniqueness is as the stems go up and the buds bloom, green buds, yellow flowers, burgundy buds, red flowers, striped buds, and the flower is going to be striped. It's a beautiful plant to add into your garden for summer interest. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the front of our home and some of those tips for next year so that you have amazing containers too. But there's one more thing I want to point out before we go, and that would have to be the Firelight hydrangea. This is one of the panicle hydrangeas, and there's a lot of them out there: Limelight, Little Lime Punch, Quickfire, but Firelight happens to be one of my favorite, and it'll just keep on getting darker pink as the nights get cooler. Again, thanks a lot and have a good day.
Earlier in the show, of course, Keith showed you his window boxes and planters, and we have some tips here at these beautiful boxes outside the studio here. So tell us what you think of this, what worked, what didn't work.
Okay, first of all, we have the Queen Tut grass right here. I like the way it's sort of very lacy and gives us a background, but it is very aggressive.
Oh, no
so
kidding.
you have to be willing to learn that as you're putting your things together, you're going to have to maybe trim stuff back sometimes.
Okay.
And that's hard for a lot of us to do because we think, oh my goodness, it's going to change the look of it. So I have pruned these back probably 3 times.
Wow.
Now I don't take the back row back, but I just take everything off the front because it'll all start hanging down over like this, and then it starts smothering the other plants.
Oh, okay.
The other thing you have to do is like the potato vine here. Now this isn't sweet potato vine, it's potato vine, but that goes everywhere too. And just clipping the ends of it, it'll make it branch out. And again, I know it's so hard. And this was one of the first years that I really stayed on top of it. And I think the planters show that it's worth it.
And what about this grass? This is beautiful.
That's part of the tut family also. So
Okay.
this is queen tut. That one happens to be prince tut. And just like the queen tut, the prince tut is also a plume flower. It has a triangle shaped stem to it, but it's a lot heavier and a lot thicker. So it's better used as the foundation of a planter. And we have it there with those beautiful red and green caladium leaves, and it just works so nice, accenting each other together.
Great. So to sum it up, maybe 2 or 3 summations.
Okay, first of all, make sure you're listing what plants you like from this year, what plants didn't work. Don't be afraid to trim things back, and it will make your planter a lot nicer. And the other thing I would say is look at plants that you put in the ground that you think might work well in containers. So taking pictures and taking notes on that so that next year when all of the plants are out in the garden center and it's just overwhelming to your head, that you have some sort of plan to go from to have beautiful containers for the next year.
Perfect. Thanks, Keith. We're always inspired, and you always help us keep organized in our garden. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Keith.